The first real welcoming tap on my shoulder was from the Bronx Museum.
Had you been to the Bronx before?
No, I had not.
You're really close to the ground here. You could call this a grassroots arts organization. And the AIM program particularly is responsive to what artists need at the moment.
Well, that's actually what I said in my group interview. I said, I need this. I think that's...
Looked at me like I was crazy, right? And then I was like, dude, I totally blew that.
You could have blown me over with a feather when I got a letter saying I had been accepted as an artist in the marketplace.
When I arrived, from Peru, I was like a sponge.
I felt like a sponge.
Everything was different.
Every experience was brand new because really there is no guide to becoming an exhibited professional artist.
I think it's purposely cloaked. There isn't a real way to say, if you do this, this, and this, you're gonna get a gallery. Or if you do this, this, and this, you're gonna be in a biennial. It doesn't work like that.
That's one of the reasons why the Artist in the Marketplace program is so fantastic.
It helped the transition from being like art school to like, no, you're like an artist.
I got very good guidance of what are the do's and the don'ts.
Practical skills on how to structure yourself as a kind of small business person, which is what you are, even though it doesn't feel like that's what you're doing.
It's a place where artists can come for resources, not just to get information like at the Museum of Modern Art, which is fantastic, but also for some serious help, real help. And that's rare.
It is so difficult, right? It is difficult to be an artist.
Drastically less places to live, drastically less possibilities for grant money, drastically less opportunities to live as an artist without selling your work.
I can tell how many times I wanted to, of course, give up, right? We are, human beings, we feel.
I don't know how these young people can move here and hustle this thing. But they're doing it. Tremendous amount of discipline.
With fewer and fewer resources available, of course the AIM program becomes much, much more vital.
I grew up not so rich from New York City. If you're kind of like rough around the edges, sometimes it's not such an endearing quality. In certain instances in the art world.
I was kind of a white trash kid, for real. And then you're thrown in the art world and you're like, sitting at a dinner going like, why do we have 4 knives and 6 spoons? And
the AIM program helped me to understand the art world. It truly did.
You can't make this stuff up. Like there's a bunch of really cool people, crazy people, passionate people, and there's no regulations.
It's like the Super Bowl and your cousin is playing in the game, but it's a distant cousin and he's not really gonna give you tickets to the game, and you trying to figure out how you're gonna get in the game, and even if you get a ticket, it's in the nosebleeds and you don't have access to the box seats or the VIP parties, so you might be in the arena, but you may not actually have access to really get in the game. That's the art world.
I liked that question a lot. Is being an artist a lifestyle or a profession?
It's not a real profession. If you think it is a profession, I'm sorry for you.
Being an artist is neither a lifestyle nor a profession, and that's one of the things that AIM teaches you. Being an artist is a vocation, a vocation.
It is a mindset.
It's something that compels you.
It doesn't matter what I'm making. It matters that my intent is there and that I'm making.
Every artist I know is up at 6, working, or at night, working. They're obsessed. Obsessed.
Some people would say a gift, some people would say a burden, but it just is.
It's the act of asking questions. That's really the beauty of the art world, is that you can create a different reality, a counter reality.
To use the coin phrase term of alternative truths, I think the only alternative truth there ever could be would be art. I think that is the definition of alternative truths. I mean, that's the proof, right? That's the proof from 25, 50, 100 years from now. That's what these people were experiencing right in that particular oppressive, horrific moment. This is what they thought was vitally important to communicate.
After all, basically our Declaration of Independence and our Constitution came out of creative thinking. We have to fight very hard to make sure that that creativity is not lost in our society. Because if it is, then we become like many other societies that failed before us. Deborah Buck for president. You got it?
There's this quote that I really like from Martin Luther King, where he said that only when it's dark enough can you see the stars. So, I mean, now we see where we are, right? And we see the things that are absolutely vitally important. It's clear, it's very clear what's evil, what's dark, and what's light.
Support the AIM program. Especially on the times that we're living, matters more than ever.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% it should be funded. I don't know how to put a number on that. Whatever it is, let's triple it.
I just think it's so invaluable, and it's why I've wanted to support this program when I was able to.
We all need to support the arts. For me, that means supporting the artist. And that's actually what this place does.